let's learn about equivalent fractions. An equivalent fraction is a fraction that is completely equal to another fraction, only the numerator and the denominator are different. So let's take a look at a fraction, 2/3, and the models. Okay, here's a circle model of 2/3, and here's a fraction bar model of 2/3. And what we're going to do is we're going to take that 2/3 and we're going to change the numerator and denominator, and we're also going to change what the model looks like. So first things first, how do we make 2/3 different but still the same? I'm going to increase the amount of parts in each of my whole by pretty much putting a line in between each part. What did I turn my new fraction into? Well, now instead of 3 parts, it looks like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts. And now instead of 2 parts shaded in, I have 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Same thing with this one. We're going to cut a line in between, and we're pretty much going to double each of the parts. So now instead of 2/3, we have 4/6. What exactly did I do to my numbers to make 2/3 4/6? We know that they're equivalent. The fractions didn't change at all. But what did I do to my numbers? If you look carefully, you can see that the numerator doubled. So we multiplied it by 2. And the denominator also doubled. We multiplied that by 2. Multiplying a fraction by 2 over 2 or 2/2 hasn't changed the fraction at all, because 2/2 is actually the same thing as 1. So we've really just multiplied this fraction by 1, but we've changed the amount of parts in the whole and the amounts of parts shaded in. So now instead of 2/3 shaded in, we have 4/6 shaded in. And instead of 2/3 shaded in, we have 4/6 shaded in. Let's try another one. Let's get some more practice here. 1/2. I've got my fraction bar here, 1/2. I've got my circle, and then I've got my fraction. Let's change 1/2 to look something like this. Instead of 1 part shaded in out of 2, I'm going to split this into 3. I'm going to triple it. And then I'm going to do the same right here. I'm going to triple it. So now instead of 1/2, we have 3/6. Let's do the same thing over here. I'm going to triple these parts. Let's see if I do this right. This is always tricky for me. Not bad. Could have done better, but 1/2 has turned into 3/6. Now, what did I do with my numbers? Take a look. The numerator and the denominator have changed. How have they changed? What did I multiply them by? That's right. I multiplied the numerator by 3, and I multiplied the denominator by 3. And since I multiplied the numerator and the denominator by the same digit, I really haven't changed the number at all. The only thing I've changed is the amount of pieces and the amount of parts shaded. Hope that helps.